Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Thursday. We're going to be doing one of these essential oil made easy classes or an other type of educational class on Thursdays at 1 o'clock Pacific time, at least for a couple months. We'll see what happens when kids are out of school. But my name's Stephanie Bader. I've been with doTERRA for almost 9 years, and they have really dramatically shifted how we do life. I was not your typical natural mother. I loved my Diet Coke. I loved, the convenience of life that we have in our modern world. But when I had kids, things changed. So I want to show you and guide you through this tour of a few essential oils that I really love and get you to feel as empowered as I do now. Because that's one thing that really changed in my life, was how I felt empowered to really help my kids. So that's my goal for you through this class, as I teach you 3 cool things about essential oils, 3 ways to use them, and how to get them in your home. So with that, I want to dive right in to the 3 cool things. So let me go to the next slide. They are super safe. This was something that I was really amazed at, and of how potent and safe they were. And just knowing a few little tips and tricks of how to use them made a huge difference in my life and my kids' lives. But they are 100% safe and natural. There's no side effects when you use them, and you don't get addicted to them, which is something I really do love, because that's such a problem in our world right now. They are just plant extracts. So think of the different foods that you eat. It's just like having a food in your arsenal that can also give you great health benefits. And they are certified pure and therapeutic grade, tested beyond what is really necessary, but there's no regulation in the essential oil industry. So doTERRA has really stepped up this plane to ensure that what you pay for is what you get. So we're going to highlight peppermint right now. It's energizing. It opens up your breathing. It's really good. I've been using it personally to help before a workout. So if you're looking for some support to maybe get your workout to the next level, or maybe you're kind of getting into working out like I am, and you need that support to help you push through, peppermint's really great on your feet. And there's a couple studies out there that talk about that. It also cools the body down and can relieve some head tension, which, it's spring. That's the kind of stuff that happens. So peppermint is really amazing. The next cool thing is that they are super effective. And this is where I had my biggest lesson in this, and it was with the bottle of On Guard that I was given as a sample. And then after I bought my kit, I learned a little bit more and used it a whole lot more. But there's so many things about your body that really need that food supplement, right? And that's exactly what these are, plant extracts that your body can recognize. They can take them in, work with the cells, and really give you the ability to help yourself when a modern health approach doesn't really work. I mean, think of the times, if you're a mom, the times of your kid gets a little bit of a viral issue, and you take them to the doctor and they say, sorry, there's nothing we can do. But we have things like On Guard that can really help support your body. Nothing here will treat, cure. I won't diagnose anybody here, but I will say just how I've used them through the past. And On Guard, just a couple drops on each foot of all my 3 kids. I'm a mother of 3. That made such a difference in how often we were picking up all the junk around us. I would joke around and say that if somebody drove by with a sneeze on I-95 when we lived in Georgia, we got it. After we started using this, it just didn't happen as much anymore. And the bonus side of this is it really, on top of really protecting you and helping your immune system, it really smells fantastic, like Christmas. Finally, they're really affordable. So pennies per drop. If you looked at a different approach to your healthcare and you say, oh, things are just expensive. Healthcare is expensive. I mean, it really is, but these are just pennies per dose. So lavender itself, I think, is about 8 cents a drop. I think that's the case. I'd have to really look that up again. But you don't use lavender for just one thing. This is like the Swiss Army knife here. So you have this ability to use it for calming your mind, calming your body. It's great it's like all things calming. So if you have a skin irritation, lavender. If you can't sleep, lavender. If your sinuses are bothering you because it's springtime, lavender. And I would say mix that with a little peppermint, and we'll talk about lemon here in a minute. But this has saved me, these oils have saved me so much money over the course of 9 years, from doctor's visits to time away from work to just treating things when I didn't want to get out of my pajamas. So it's really been a huge blessing in our lives. So I want to ask you, what's your healthcare costing you? Is it saving you money, or is it spending more money for you? So there's 3 cool ways to use essential oils, and that's probably what makes them so easy and so versatile and so appealing to so many people. So you have things like the aromatic use. Now we have diffusers, and I am a huge proponent of diffusers in your house. You can change the mood of a room in 20 minutes just by putting in the right oils. And we have diffuser blends in my VIP group that you're more than welcome. Once you join doTERRA on my team, you are more than welcome to join our group on Facebook and get all kinds of information. I post them all over Instagram and things like that. But aromatic use, really, really easy. You take that, you can put a drop in your hand and breathe it in. That's aromatic use. You don't necessarily need a diffuser, but I love them. So you're going to hear me talk a lot about why you should diffuse oils. Cleans the air, supports your respiratory system, and impacts your mood to have a better mood. I mean, doesn't everybody want that? Then there's topical. And with topical use, you will want to think about dilution. And we have fractionated coconut oil. We're actually launching a little travel size. It's so cute. And that helps with more of your localized benefits. So say you are doing that workout that we talked about with peppermint, but your knees are kind of hurting, or maybe your back's hurting, or just your muscles in general are kind of sore. Taking a little fractionated coconut oil with one of our oils, Deep Blue, and rubbing that down can really significantly help you feel more limber and, just better, because nothing's worse than being sore. It's one of the reasons why exercise is just not one of those, oh, I love this, but I do feel better when I do it. And then internal. There are so many ways you can take oils internally. I love them in my water. So lemon is one. Lemon and grapefruit are ones that I really go to, because they help cleanse your body. We'll talk about lemon here in a minute. But you get your hydration in your water, and it tastes great when you have a couple drops of oil in it, and it only takes a couple drops. So, like I said, we're going to talk about lemon. Lemon is a great cleanser for both your home and your body. You can use lemon and make lemon cookies. You can cook with these. Yes, you can cook with our oils. But lemon will also take off Sharpie and crayons from the walls if you're a mom and you know how frustrating that is. Or you just want to make things more focused and refreshed in your home, diffuse a little bit of lemon. Frankincense. This one probably has my heart the most. I love frankincense. It has this nice grounding scent, and it's one that I do internally right under my tongue every day, but it's really helped settle down a lot of different inflammation type issues that I've been dealing with over the years, and just, generally getting older. I mean, things just start cracking and popping, but they do it a lot less with frankincense. The other thing that's great about frankincense, I use this with my son. He was born with a little bit of I call it the spot on his head. And the use of frankincense plus geranium really helped to support his body to naturally process that spot so it doesn't show up anymore. It does so much on the cellular level. You can read studies after studies about all the things that frankincense does. But to take it internally, it's really easy. Just like that. Let it sit underneath your tongue for a couple seconds. And then if you don't really enjoy the taste, drink your water with some lemon in it. You can also put it on the roof of your mouth, and it can really support any kind of head tension that you might have. Digestin. This one sits on my desk every day because, you know, different things can irritate your stomach and make you just not feel so good. And when you're trying to switch your diet over, or maybe you've just always had some issues with digestion, or, you know, your stomach's just a little sour or something like that, digestin can be such a big support for that. And one of the biggest things this is why I bought a kit. This is why I got started. So I was pregnant when I started this journey 9 years ago. And my third child, final child, and he just gave me a burning sensation from my ankles to my chin. And I was struggling to eat really. And then my mother, who introduced me to the oils, sent me some digestin. I thought it was crazy. So if you're skeptical and you're thinking, I'm listening, but this is so skeptical, just keep in mind, I was a complete skeptic and I actually made fun of my mother. But I took this one night when I got home from work, and I just rubbed some over my belly and rubbed some right down my breastbone, and it relieved all the irritation. It relieved the misery that I was feeling from this pregnancy-induced, digestive issue. And I could eat again. And when you tell a pregnant girl you can eat, I mean, come on, all game on. It worked 3 days in a row because I wasn't going to give it quite just a one and done. I needed to see that it was a consistent product. This is a consistent product. And I use it now as I'm dealing with different, upset stomachs or things like that now, because I still get them. I think everybody does. And it makes everything work better in your digestive system. It also has a couple other extra benefits, but let me tell you, that's where you use books like this, our Oil Magic book. It is not a doTERRA product. It is a third party from a company called Oil Magic, but there's numerous books to help you learn and grow in your oil journey. And it's been such a help because I didn't know anything when I got started. I knew it was in the little book and I've expanded from there. Deep Blue. This is one of those oils I talked about when you're exercising, and you don't want to really have that aspect of being sore when you're done. So maybe you go to sleep. Here's what's been happening lately with me, just to give you like a personal experience. I've been waking up and right here is sore. I don't know what I'm doing in my sleep. I don't know who I'm battling, but apparently I'm like an Avenger who is taking down the world. So I've been rubbing Deep Blue, and it also comes in Deep Blue Rub, which I'll show you in some of the kits. And it takes away and lets my muscle relax and not hurt, which then makes my arm feel better and my head feel better and everything else. But this oil is it's such a fantastic oil to support any kind of soreness. It is called the Soothing Blend for a reason. Breathe. Oh, sweet Breathe. If you've been dealing your whole life with sinus issues or breathing issues, or maybe you snore at night, let me tell you, this is the product you want. When I got my kit, I didn't have this as a sample. I got my kit and I opened it up and I was like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I needed in my life. So if you if you need that open airway, if you need those clearer lungs, breathe is something you need to have in your home. Use it often, diffuse it often, especially at bedtime. Pairs really, really well with lavender for bed, or breathe in frankincense for bed, because we need to breathe really well when we're sleeping, right? Wild orange. This is another oil. This is a nice inexpensive oil, by the way. Some of our oils, just so you know, some of the oils are going to be a little bit more expensive due to the fact that of how they have to be sourced, the amount of plant material that's needed. And then some of them, like wild orange, are so affordable. It's like you should always have it with you because it is happiness in a bottle. It is bright and sunny and smells like you're walking through an orchard, an orange orchard, orange grove. And it can help with mood. It can help with digestion. And it can also just, you know, make any of the other oils bright and sunny. So things that I like, breathe in wild orange smells really good. And I will actually make in the diffuser On Guard and wild orange, a couple drops of each, and it takes that Christmassy smell and makes it a lot brighter and sunnier. So I love wild orange. It has got so much to offer. Like I said, it is such an affordable little oil. Adaptive. This is one of our newer oils, and it was introduced at convention 2, maybe 3 years ago. I'm losing track. And it comes in an entire system, but it comes in a lot of our different kits now because it's so soothing to your nervous system. It helps you with focus, and it can really help soothe your heart and mind. And for me, there's been times where I've just felt really anxious, and I felt just like I needed an extra boost I just needed support. I didn't need to go to a full-on regime with modern medicine, but I needed that extra support so that my body could feel more calm and I could, you know, just feel like I could focus a little bit better. And Adaptive has done that for me. I diffuse it often, and I apply it. It comes also in a touch roller, so it goes on the go with me everywhere. And if I am feeling like, you know, traffic's going to be bad, or I'm going into an awkward or not so good situation, I will just rub a little on my neck and proceed there. It helps to calm everything down and keep me centered and focused so I can be the best I can be when I'm in a situation. Copaiba or Copaiba. There's many ways to say this oil, but it is one of those. It's kind of like lavender where it does so much stuff for you. This one works on your endocannabinoid system, and that's where people tend to turn to CBD. But this is it works better with your body because there's 2 sets of your endocannabinoid systems, and you have your CB1 and CB2 receptors. CB1 receptors are kind of like in the brain, and they tend to only focus on relaxing the pain by kind of masking it. Your CB2 receptors do the same, only they're all through your body. And when you use Copaiba, they help actually take down the pain and the aches and pains. They soothe it. They don't mask it. And that's a big, big difference that people will tell me, that when they take this, they don't feel like, you know, oh, I didn't get a high, but I also felt really great when I was on it. It's fantastic for sleep. It's great for kids who have some focus issues. And it's a very light smelling oil. So if you have kids that, you know, maybe are a little sensitive to smells, this one's nice and light, and you can always put it on your feet to help support the entire body. Then we have balance. This was my first emotional type oil that I was introduced to, and I fell in love almost instantly. It has a nice woodsy smell to it, but it's not like, you know, a cedar chest. It's just, you can tell it's got that grounding effect. It is called the grounding blend. And when you use balance, it helps to kind of even out your emotions. So if you feel like your emotions spend a little bit too much time going up and down, this will be a great oil to rub over your chest, the back of your neck, bottoms of your feet. But it also helps blood flow get moving in your body. And there's a really cool video that I have on my VIP group that displays this on how, you know, if you don't eat the best breakfast and how your blood flows. And then when you take a little balance and how your blood will start flowing, it's remarkable. And this one, I've used it. Probably the best example I have of this, my son was crawling all over me when my girls were at a dance class. And I just said, come here, dude, come here. I rubbed a little swipe down the back of his neck. You know, I just kind of went like down the back of his neck. And he went from being like all over me, crawling around, acting like a fool, to playing in the play area that they had at the dance studio on his own, without fail, without whining and crying. It was awesome. And there were other mothers in there that took note and said, what did you just do? So my question to you today, what are your 3 top health concerns? A lot of times people can be in it for sleep, stress, aches and pains, maybe some respiratory support, or maybe you really want to solidify your immune system. There's so many opportunities in doTERRA to get started with that and really help. But I want you to think about that for just a minute as we're moving on to a few other products. It really, think about the toll it takes on, you know, the time, the money, what you miss out because of those different aspects. Maybe your mood's not great. Maybe you just feel aches and pains. Whatever it is, those things can be, they add up to either an emotional toll or an actual financial toll. So I want to show you that you can slowly switch over to more natural products and feel great at the same time. One of our top selling products, and one that I wasn't going to try back, you know, 7, 8 years ago, was our lifelong vitality. It is a group of, it's 3 bottles of vitamins. And why it's 3 bottles of vitamins? Here's a really good point. If you ask a pharmacist if loose packed supplements are more absorbable to the body, they will say yes. Loose packed medication, loose packed vitamins, and ours are a loose packed, very bioavailable source of supplementation for you. You have antioxidant and DNA protection. You support the eye, brain, and the nervous system. You support the heart health, liver function, and digestive. I know when I don't take mine, I can feel it. And when I do, I can handle my stress a lot more. And I don't seem to have those creaks and pops like I used to. And I don't get a tummy ache when I take them because they all have a tummy tamer blend in there to help support the body to be able to digest that product and feel better. So let's talk about the 3 ways you can purchase. We have retail, and because everybody's got retail, right? But it is our most expensive way to buy the oils, and I really don't recommend it because it's kind of for that person who says, I just really want to buy 1 bottle ever. And I will tell you, when you start to learn how to use your oils and you take that time to maybe go through a book like Oil Magic or many others, Modern Essentials, Oil Life, there's tons of opportunities for that. When you start to use those and you find out that lavender and breathe really do give you better sleep and breathing, you're not going to want to keep paying retail. So we have a wholesale account. And this is just for customers who are like, you know what, I really think I'm going to buy, 2 to 4 times a year, if not every month, but I want the 25% discount. That's what our wholesale customer offers you. You don't build the business with that one. You don't share the products with that one. You don't have any requirements other than you purchase one product every year to keep your account. Pretty easy, right? Then we have what's called a wellness advocate, which is wholesale points plus free products. So, well, that can happen even if you're doing the wholesale price, just the wholesale customer. You can do wholesale and get free points because you can join what's called our loyalty rewards program. That gives you your 25% discount. And when you purchase different things at a certain level, you get a free product every month. Perfect, right? Like this month, it's lime that you would have gotten if you ordered by today on your loyalty rewards order. And that you don't have to do anything. You don't have to click a code or anything like that. You just have to use your loyalty rewards program and do that each month. And that can be anywhere you want to spend, from 50 points, $25 to $50, all the way up to, $200-$300 a month, whatever works for you. To get the free product, you do have to do a certain number by the 15th. And we can talk about that later if that's something you're interested in. When you join my team, I will tell you this, you get lots of support. You have a Facebook group, you get a personal consultation with me, and I take the time to go over what's called a wellness consult. And we talk about all the things that are pertinent to you. Maybe you love these oils and you love the set, but you need a little extra support and you're not sure what oils to use. That's why I'm here, and that's the support I give you. I do giveaways. I do lots of giveaways on my page, and then you'll be added to another page, which is by my mom, and she does even more giveaways. There's support galore from, some of our top leaders who are nurses, nurse practitioners, pharmacists, behavioral specialists, regular moms just like you and I. Maybe, I came from the airline industry, so I have a very different take on how some things work, but you'll get all that when you join onto my team and you get enrolled and get started. So let's talk about some of the ways you can do that. Our newest kit is called the Aroma Essentials Kit. So if you're really not sure about that whole topical and internal use, this kit is going to set you up to make sure that your home smells fantastic, easy to use combinations. There's a couple of oils, most of the oils we talked about today, but they swap out a couple oils like Northern Escape, which is like a walk in the woods, Citrus Bloom, which is one of my dear favorites, that you just put in and everything smells like springtime. And then you have Serenity for sleep. That's about the only two. Oh, Cheer. Cheer oil is another one. It's a great emotional oil that helps you feel more uplifted and happier, and it's great when you're using with kids. The one thing about this kit, you get that beautiful La Luz diffuser, and all your bottles will be in the 5 milliliters. So there's a little bit of a change to the size, but it's still a great way to start because you get some really fantastic oils. The next fantastic kit is kind of like your first aid kit. I call it like the family first aid kit plus a diffuser, but it's called our Healthy Start Kit, and you get our top 10 oils. So most of the oils we covered today, but they swap out a couple that we talked about. Tea tree, which is great for skin, hair, and nails, and oregano, which is a really good antiviral, and it just makes also great spaghetti sauce. And I think those are the only two changes in that one. You swap the adaptive and the copaiba and wild orange. You don't get wild orange in that kit, but you get a great Brevi diffuser, and that diffuser is fantastic both in your home and on the road when we get to travel again. We have a Healthy Habits kit. So if you're looking for a combination and you say, those vitamins sounded really good, This kit sets you up with the vitamins, a great digestive enzyme called TerraZyme, and probiotics. Probiotics are huge when it comes to gut health. And then of course you get Deep Blue Rub in that nice tube. So as you're setting up to do a new healthier lifestyle and healthier workout and all those things, you're kind of covered with different aspects that really support you long-term. Probably one of my favorite kits. And this is a kit that we went over, all the oils we went over today. And it comes with a pedal diffuser. That is a little workhorse of a diffuser. It goes for 1, 4, and 12 hours, I think. Yeah. Oh, 2, 6, and 12 hours. And then it comes with all the oils that we just talked about, and they come in the larger bottle, except for Deep Blue, and because Deep Blue always comes in a 5 ml. So it's fantastic to get started because it's both a first aid kit, plus it's got the diffuser. So you have the means to use oils all 3 ways that you learned today. If you're ready to do a complete swap of your bathroom cabinets, your medicine cabinet, that's what I'm trying to say, this is the kit for you, the Natural Solutions Kit, because it comes with On Guard mouthwash. It comes with unscented lotion. So you take your unscented lotion after a shower and say you want to have, you know, a great day and you're feeling a little anxious, put a couple drops of that adaptive into your unscented lotion and put it all over. It will help you with that. You know, you'll be able to smell it. It'll infuse into your skin and you will have just the best day. It also comes with our Correctex, which is like a natural skin ointment, hand sanitizer, and it comes with our foaming hand wash with the On Guard line. You get a ton with the On Guard line in this, and a box to hold all the stuff in. It's a fantastic kit. I started with something very, very similar, and I have never been upset that I started this way. And finally, we have a Simple Solutions kit, which allows you to get started with 4 really amazing products and then build upon whatever you want. You can start with just this, or you can say, you know what, I want to start with the Simple Solutions and add the full adaptive line. That's probably one of the most common ones I see people do. Or they have children and we have an entire children's line that's all diluted, and the oils look like this, and it comes with this easy to carry carrying case that you can put all the oils in and take them on the go and support your kids, while you also get the Deep Blue Rub, the Serenity, the On Guard, and everything else. So those are some of our most popular kits. There's a few more, and I'm happy to, you know, whatever meets your needs, that's where we need to start. Now, once you're started, we have these Wellness Made Simple programs that you can sign up. And what's great about them is that they set you up, you select it, you subscribe one time, and it sets you up for 3 months, 90 days to better health, which is usually what it takes to get yourself into the habit and knowing and loving your products. So the immunity kit looks just like this, but I will say it actually comes with another thing of the foaming hand wash. Month 1, you get a container like this, and on the inside, it tells you, on the back, it tells you all the things that are in here. And then on the inside, it gives you directions on what to do with it. Month 2 and 3 come in a more recyclable container. And so everything in there other than your products, you can put into the recycle bin, and then you have them and they all fit into each of the different things. We have the immunity kit, it's got a lot of On Guard products in it. There's the Mind and Mood kit, which is really focused around the adaptive system. The Relief kit, which is focused on a lot of our Deep Blue, Aroma Touch, and turmeric type items. And then we have 2 brand new ones that started this month, Sleep and Respiratory. Sleep is going to have those nice calming lavender, serenity, calmer type oils, along with a few extra things to help you. And then the respiratory kit's going to focus around the Breathe line. Each of these kits comes with a special order item that you can't order on your doTERRA account ever. From tongue scrapers to a massage ball, all kinds of different things, a personal diffuser that you can take with you and so you're not having to run you can't just take an electric diffuser and hold it in your hand. You have this and you can spray and help yourself. I love these kits. They help simplify everything that you learn about oils and how to use them. So I want to invite you that if you have questions or if you've made up your mind and you're ready to get started, text me at this number, take a picture of this page, text me at this number and send me, what questions you have, or I'm ready to get started, and I will be happy to set you up with your own personal links to help yourself get started into whatever works best for you. It's about helping you have better health. But I do want to offer a couple things. If you'd like to have a class like this devoted just to you and your friends, text me that too. And I always give great referral gifts, from a little keychain filled with some of the top oils or more, just depends. Let's have a conversation. There's 3 types of people who really join our business, join our teams. I don't want business to scare any of you away. We have people that just join and want to live a greater natural lifestyle. And we love them because they experiment with their oils and they do all kinds of fun stuff, and we learn from them and grow with them. And it's just awesome to watch people do life with oils. Then there's people who decide, you know what, I keep talking about these. I can't tell enough people how much better I feel using Adaptive. But I just want to get my products paid for. I'm not looking to build an empire. Those are called sharers. And people who share host classes, maybe occasionally partner with me to help a class or help get somebody started. And they earn money like cash, okay? And you can do that really easily. And shares are really a huge part of our business because not everybody is looking for, like I said, an empire. They're not looking for that sort of income. They just want a couple $100 extra a month because that would allow them to get their oils and add to their budget. That's it. And that's a beautiful thing. Then there's people like me who never thought they would build, who never thought they would do this full time. Remember, I came from the airline world. That means I was the pilot, just so you know. I really thought I'd stay in aviation and flying airplanes for my whole life, but life changes. And so I decided to start and go into building to make up for the income I wasn't making flying planes. And it's worked out great. So it's fun to share. It's fun to teach classes like this. It's fun to meet so many people. I have so many more people in my life because of oils that I wouldn't have otherwise. So the joy of sharing oils, let's go on into it just a couple minutes, and this will give you an idea of whether or not the sharing and building ideas are for you. If you're all in for living the lifestyle, I am super happy. But let's talk about why doTERRA. Number one, we're the largest essential oil company in the world. We have the most trusted products on the market, and they're used by doctors and hospitals worldwide. You won't see that with many other companies because the quality of our product is there, and that's what hospitals are always looking for. We have over 120 markets around the world open, and our entire business, our headquarters, our products are all paid for, debt-free. The owners of our company, we have a panel of owners, not just one. It's a team, and they operated as a team, but they decided when they got started with doTERRA, they wanted to be free financially, and they wanted other people to be free financially as well. meaning that they could have enough money to live on and give back to their communities. So we have a very big culture of service in our business, which makes it fantastic. And I think that's one of the, aside from having great products, the servant idea of making the world a better place leads us to have a 65% retention rate in our customers that shop every 3 months, not just once a year. Our compensation plan is really pretty awesome too. So you can build a team like this. I mean, doesn't this look like a ton of fun to show up at different events and have this many friends with you? I know it, anytime I go on a doTERRA trip, I am more than happy to see my team. It's especially now, I'm like so ready to go out and see my team and have a big cookout and get together, and it makes life so much more fun. And when we're not at big events like this, we do things online, and that's the way the world works. There's so much that you can be doing. So questions you might have: how much money can you make? How much time is involved? Can this really work for me? So what do I do if I have questions like this? Well, this is how you make money. So you take your oils and you create samples. The sample bottles are in, once you're into your account, the sample bottles you can order, or if you're working with me, maybe I'll send you some to get started right off the bat. You talk to your friends, you talk to people that you come across, and when they say, oh, you know, my back just hurts all the time and I don't know what to do anymore, I'm really tired of all the medications and stuff. You say, you know, I have an oil for that. It's a phrase you're going to get used to. And you just put a little bit of deep blue, or you use our deep blue rub samples, and you help them. You follow up with them. You bring them to classes like this so that they can learn more. And then we help them get their accounts just like you got yours. And then you support them along the way. Like I said, we've already got the Facebook group set up. You've got a great extensive team that can help you. And it's really that simple. You might have to look something up once in a while. That's where these books come into play too. But what's your earning potential? So for those looking to just supplement their income or looking to get their products paid for, you're looking at the elite or premier type status, and that doesn't take that long. We have great systems and business training that's completely free to help you get through that. But elite and premier get your products paid for every month and adds a little bit to your budget. Silver through, we'll say platinum, that is more of a supplement your income. Now, for some of you, you might be looking at platinum going, that is my income. That's more than I make now. So platinum could be where you're looking to go. Gold is one of the top gold is one of the top goals people have when they get into the business, because gold tends to be pretty close to what their regular income was. But then there's some people that say, you know, I need a little bit more, so I need to go platinum, and then I can just stay right there and I'm really, really set. And then there's those who really want to build an empire, completely transform their family's budget, and they go for diamond to presidential diamond. That's where I am, you guys. I'm working towards that, and I'm really hoping to get myself in the path, and I need some really good partners. Those incomes can be life-changing, from $16,000 a month up to presidential diamond making $104,000 a month. Now, these are where you guys, you put in the work, you sample, you invite, and you do all those things. It's not difficult. So, but how much time? That was another question, right? How much time is involved? So if you want to get your oils paid for, we're talking 3 to 5 hours a week. An hour-long class like this, maybe learning about some oils, sampling a couple people, and following up. It's really about that. If you're really wanting to supplement your income, you're looking at 5 to 15 hours a week. And how much you want to supplement skews that around. And then if you want to replace your income, you treat it like a regular job, which is what I do. Sometimes I work 30 hours a week, sometimes I work more. But I tend to make this like a job. So I have my time and I set it aside and I do my work from home and follow up and do the things that are required for me to make, just like any other job. The difference is I like who I work with and I get to pick who I work with and I get to pick the pace and the rank and the goals that I want. It's not set for me that, oh, well, you only have this job, you can only go this high. None of that's the way it is here. And that's what I like. So, is it for you? Do you really love your oils? Do you like people? And even if you don't love people, do you like them enough to support them so that they feel better? Here's a question I always ask everybody. If the 5 people that you hang out with the most in your life felt better, how much better would you feel? And usually it becomes this cycle that the better people you surround yourself feel, the better you feel, and then you all keep leveling up. It's a beautiful thing. And the last question is, can you follow a system? If I gave you free business training, would you do it? Can you keep that momentum going and keep that learning going and get things done on your own without a boss yelling at you? I can, and I love the fact that I don't have somebody yelling at me. It's fantastic. I will help you get started, but I'm not going to be sitting there yelling at you along the way going, you have these goals. I will remind you of your goals because I don't want you to forget that you have big goals and fear stepped in, but I have tools for that too. So the next step, make sure you have a doTERRA account. If you're looking for the business aspect of this, make sure you're a wellness advocate. You upgrade, if you're a wholesale account, you upgrade it to wellness advocate and you set your LRP to 100 PV. It's pretty simple. I set mine a little higher because I want the free product of the month. So there's just something else to think about. Reach out for help, meaning send me a message. When you join my team, make sure I know that you are wanting to do this as a business, even if it's just to get your oils paid for, because that's a key part of things. I want you to feel comfortable, whatever goal you set, and then start making a list. Fun people that you want to hang around, samples that you want to make, and ways to make your circle feel better. So the only thing keeping us from what we want is the story about why you can't have it. So much of our business is mindset. Thinking to ourselves that maybe we don't have what it takes. I can guarantee you have what it takes. You just need to kind of step past the fear, or I can hook you up with some neuro tools that will help you with that too. But dropping that self-doubt and stepping into trying something maybe outside your comfort zone, it can lead to bigger and more wonderful things. If you have more questions, please email me or text me. Get in touch with me somehow and let me know that you need help and support. If you need to get oils, or if you need to step up and become somebody who's sharing a few oils and making money. I'm Stephanie Bader, and I will be happy to help you on your doTERRA oil journey. I hope you have a great day.